Hey y'all, welcome to Boozy Bee's Books and Cocktails. I'm Dana B and this is Ross Jones. I am so excited today to be here at Postmasters Spirits. This is one of my favorite places to be. It is a bar restaurant in Newport, Arkansas. Ross is becoming one of my really good friends, and so today we're going to discuss the book, and then he's going to make me a cocktail paired up with the book that I chose. So I gave Ross this book because I felt like that he would be very interested in it. It's very AI, very mechanical, and it fits in today with what's going on with the talk about AI. So the book is called The Family Experiment. It is by John Mars, and this is my third or fourth book by him. So I kind of knew what to expect, but Ross didn't know what to expect, so it's kind of a shocker to him. So, say hello.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, we were friends before she recommended this book.
He didn't know quite what to think about the book. But the setting of the book is in New York, United Kingdom, and the premise of the book is there are 11 contestants and 5 couples with one single man, and it is about a reality show that has decided to start up, and they want these people that maybe have not had a chance to have a baby, they've lost a child, there's a couple of different circumstances, and they get to raise a child, an AI child, from birth to 18 years old over a period of 9 months. And it's very interesting because the way that I feel like the way that the author writes it, he breaks it down in the stories of the families.
Yeah, it kind of goes in reverse. It's you don't know what's going on, and then by the end, of course, you're aware of everything that's happening. But it's just it seems like I'm asking myself, how is this relevant? Until later in the book, you realize, oh, I get it. They're nuts, or whatever the circumstance might be.
Ross texted me a couple of times, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, what have you got me into?" But there are moments of, oh my gosh, that just didn't happen. I felt sorry for some of the family members, and that was one of the things I couldn't get over, I think.
Yeah, it was very interesting to me in the hap suits, what they call them, the haptic gear that they put on, and immersive goggles, and they have an apartment anywhere in the world they want to have, and it's fully immersive, and it's ever nagging. They have push notifications that inform them that the new baby needs this, or they're having a problem with that, and you're judged by those who watch. It's sort of a reality TV show where the audience is in charge of your approval or disapproval and where you rank. So in all that, I mean, we're all familiar with reality TV and how the public perception can alter what you do.
And I didn't mention that they do go into an alternate universe to raise these children, and they have emotions, and the parents teach them things, and so it's quite the spectacle at times. Did you feel like that the author did a good job describing
the worlds?
And
I thought it was a really good read. It in Old English with some phrases and use of language that we're not used to here, which is always interesting, and of course you learn all kinds of caveats about life in England, as it were, in this book. So yeah, it has a very good pen. He explains things really well, even though you think, I don't know what they're talking about. It's done purposely to lead you to the meaning at the later point in the book.
And another thing that I thought was very interesting is how they use social media to judge or to pick what was going to go on with the child. As we know, if you're on social media, it's all about the likes, it's all about that. So it was interesting to me to see a different side of that, to how people live their lives according to what they can get, or and some of them were pretty cutthroat, I felt like.
Yeah, all about money for most. I mean, it's the motivator, and for a lot of these people to be chosen to be in front of the world's biggest audience for this imaginary show that we're talking about.
And they get kicked off. They if the baby does expire or die, then they're completely kicked off the show right then. They lose everything. If they win, they get the choice between keeping that virtual baby alive or killing the virtual baby and then getting the money to try to start their own real family. And I thought that was really interesting. Was there a favorite character or storyline that you enjoyed?
I don't know, for some reason I liked Cadman and what's his, I forgot the other person's name.
I can't remember it either.
Cut this part out. Not Leo.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Gabriel.
Gabriel, great.
So the other
yes,
character
yes.
is Gabriel.
Yeah.
They're a gay couple that is, and he's the older of the two, is all about sponsoring everything from Binky to the diapers to the, you name it. He's looking for a way to monetize it, and that's a contention between the two, the whole story. Others are similar, but have lost a child, like you've mentioned, and want to try again. Had a bad child and want to try again.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
There's
That was
just all
scary.
kinds of motivations in between these contestants that really it's a good look at society, of what we do for our children and what we'll do to our children.
Right. My favorite was probably the couple that couldn't have children and what the husband did behind her back. I think that was my favorite, and the consequences of the end result of what it was. So
Right.
I hope you guys will take the time to read this. It's very exciting. John Mars writes brilliantly to me. He's got lots of books out there, and he's just one of my favorite of this kind of book. So I hope you'll take time to read this. So Ross is going to make me a drink, and we'll see what he's going to come up with at the bar. So
Come on along. So welcome back. Ross Jones here at Postmasters Spirits in Newport, Arkansas. We do fantastic foods on the weekend that we like to characterize as Vietnam Cajun. So you may be getting a bowl of pho or gumbo or Vietnamese tamales known as bun u. Some fantastic egg rolls that my 81-year-old mother-in-law makes, and rolls them up real tight. And people ask me, so what makes them so good? It did a little bit of UT. Your name's Ut in every bite. So we also make a line of products known as Trump Tonics. This is our Kamala's coconut. It tells you on the back label that it pairs well with word salad. So we start out with a 3 count there. And we're going to add a little bit of cardamom curacao because it's kind of cold blue and inhuman. And then we're going to top it off with some Monster because they're all monsters. All right. Give it a bit of a stir since it's an English setting in the context of the book, which is some of the things you learn, the things they say, and from the weather to the bogs of England. All right, there's a good stir, all scientific, Then we take our shaker, add a little ice, pour in our concoction. Give it a bit of a shake. And we'll top it with a little umbrella for Mariota, England, since it rains all the time. It's a pink one. Nice color let's say magenta, and that's cyan. So there we go. The AZ. Cheers.
So Ross wanted to add one more little thing in on this. So what you doing, Ross?
that's coding, ones and O's and little bits, and you take just a little bit of that. It's edible glitter. Dash and a stir, because when they disappear, they fall into zillion pieces.
You really thought about a lot of this.
It's obsessed me the last few days. It's like, God, I wish I'd had time to read this book, but I don't. But I did, and it's like, man, gummit.
Ooh, that's good.
You can't put it down, the drink or the book.
Well, I really appreciate you doing this for me today.
Well,
it's been fun. It's been awesome getting texts from you and
damn you. God, like I needed more drama in my life. It's just it's very dramatic. It's a great read, and I think you'd enjoy it.
Were you expecting that kind of read from my recommendation to you?
I really didn't know what to expect from it because I didn't know the premise. The title doesn't really describe what exactly is going on, but when you realize it's in the not so distant future, those things always interest me. That sort of translation of what could be, and this is really interesting. In like I said before, the haptic suits, you feel everything. You feel the baby's heartbeat, the breath, and all, and it just the surroundings you can tailor to your likings, and it's very enthralling to think that could be a universe that you could live in.
Yeah.
It's not so far off.
Do you feel like you would take up that task?
No,
I wouldn't either.
hell no. Look, real ones are much harder, I'm sure, but it just, I'm 61. I don't need none of that no more. Although, being able to unplug them was a very intriguing idea that you just, send them on their way in a billion pieces.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just, no.
Yeah, it really made me think about how someone could because we get attached to things so easily, like an animal or something that's not really human, and to be able to have to put an animal down, and then so you're looking at this AI baby that you've grown and you kept, and it was just rough on me. Some parts were just
the amount of time you would have to dedicate to this reality TV show
right.
or online show that it had to be for those who didn't have to work.
Right.
And it was all about work. It was all, for most of them, about the prize at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But what they didn't anticipate was how much you do care for something that's not animated.
Right. It's emotional.
Yes, it is an emotional book at times.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Ross, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, sort of. I mean...
But if you get the chance to come through Newport, please stop at Postmasters Spirits. Ross and them do such a great job. My favorite is pho. They can say on Facebook that they're having fun. It's like throwing out the bat signal to me, because I'll be here if I can at all.
I do it myself unless my father-in-law gets word that's the case, then he comes rushing over to put his spin on it. So it's always good, and come join us. You can keep up with us on Facebook. We're open Wednesday through Saturday with at dinner only, and every week the menu varies. So
and
check
they do
us
a
out.
great job, and Ross has built this from the bottom up, and it's there's a ghost tour that he gives. He'll show you in the back about how he makes the vodka, and so it's a lot of fun. And I like to come here because I feel like I'm at Cheers on the show, because everybody knows my name and
That's
they holler
right.
out at me.
It's a big character.
So thank you, everybody, for hanging with us, and cheers. See you next time.